I bet that got your attention. Ooh, transitions in color. Have you ever been shopping for a car of a specific color and then all of a sudden this car that you're looking for and the model in that color keeps appearing everywhere around you? No? How about you're in a room full of people and everyone's doing the exact same thing, so you almost feel an automatic response to follow suit? It's because you're being played psychologically, dummy. Don't feel bad, you're not unique in that way. In fact, everything around us is in a constant battle to psychologically manipulate us and to biologically exploit us. Struggling to understand what I mean? Look at pretty much any form of advertising or marketing. The footage is color graded in a certain way to make you feel a certain emotion. The music adds a level of depth that is immersive and again prods at a feeling or an emotion. Then listen to the wording and the message. Never a bad word, huh? So you're telling me this product has no flaws whatsoever? Well, they obviously can't tell you that because then you wouldn't buy the product. But essentially this is how you win at life. Winning at life in the West is just a big pissing contest to see who's more financially progressive. Financial progression most of the time though comes hand in hand with betrayal, lying and manipulation. It's basic human nature but just on crack. Before we'd do all of these things inherently, but that was just to meet our basic needs. Now it's so that John can drive a Ferrari to work while his employees get paid minimum wage and can barely afford to live. These things don't have to be evil. In fact, to most, they probably don't even seem that bad considering everyone does it, but the minute you do something that's outside of someone else's belief system, then suddenly you're evil. If I'm setting a test and I draw an 8 but the answer could be 3, I scribble it out to make some ambiguous 8 or a 3, knowing that I might fuck over my professor who's marking it. Is this ethically correct? Or am I just smarter? No, it's just obviously basic deception. Alright, let's try a different example. How about I'm someone who plays the role of an exceptionally wealthy person. Very, very well. So well that I'm fitting into these higher class groups and somehow I've convinced someone to give me 1/3 of their network. Is this evil? Am I in the wrong? Winning in life covers this for you. And my argument for this is, no, you're not in the wrong. Why? Because the nature of both these things is a lack of due diligence with the parties and not so much with the criminal. I try to avoid TikTok like the plague because it's mostly just retarded teens with too many anecdotal opinions or attention-seeking thoughts who are doing these liberating and empowering dances. But a trend I met over and over with again is the main character theory. The main character theory is precisely what helps any person who's more in touch with their manipulative side succeed in the current era. This is because our current era seems to be filled with low-functioning narcissists. Some of the easiest prey. They're so easily persuaded by just rubbing their egos a little bit and all of a sudden you have them wrapped around your finger. For anyone trying to win life in the unethical manner, it seems almost logical to lie, manipulate and deceive because you can get so much more out of it relative to just joining the low functioning narcissists. It's basically like walking into a candy store and all of a sudden you have like, oh, I want this one, I want this one, I want this one. What can this one do? Oh girlie, you're the main character. No, you're not the main character, you're someone's side quest. You're too afraid to loosen up at clubs and you get self-conscious about your nails. These little flaws and unethical exploits, they're not unique to people who want to just manipulate you. Brands use it all the time too. Businesses and everything around you is a constant battle to manipulate and exploit you. No one's really immune to this, even as much as we want to believe we're these self-aware main characters. Hell, I want to buy Saint Laurent not because of a magic leather jacket that I can put on, but because of the branding. It makes you feel like you're a part of something. It's just make-believe marketing to make you think that, oh my goodness, I'm a part of something, tapping into the most tribal part of your brain. In reality, we're so wrapped up in our own worlds that winning in life is just perception. Whoever you encounter in life will have a different perception of you. That perception of you is molded by the information provided by you and how they interpret it relative to their personality. With that being said, it's no surprise that some of the most successful businessmen are professional cheaters, manipulators, and liars, people pleasers. They ask you a few questions, find out what your values and what you like, and all of a sudden, you love them. They've mastered the art of deception and fitting a mold of exactly what you will like. I remember shopping in Paris and just the feeling you'd get from the store assistant. When I walked to Louis Vuitton, I was carrying 2 Chanel and Dior bags, and I was treated like a king. I wanted to get a specific bag that day, but I had already maxed out the amount I could use on check for my card and I could only cash out more money. So I told the sales assistant, he pointed to an ATM nearby and said he was willing to wait up to 1 hour for me to get back. In his eyes, I was perceived as a valuable customer. So I did it. The saddest thing to me was the minute the sales assistant found out that I was the one that was buying, he paid pretty much zero attention to Selena. The next day I even got an email from him saying that if I was ever in Paris again, then he'd happily let me skip the line. In reality, those bags could have been filled with junk just to look cool and boast. That day I was perceived as valuable and worthy, but not at all because of my character, solely just because of the appearance of wealth. It may be a stretch, but these kind of realizations make you want to hate people. People are totally conditional, and because their emotions are so malleable and easy to play with, it feels like an obligation to mislead them because whatever you're going to say is going to affect how they see you. I used to attend parties and put on a totally different persona, again to observe how people would treat you differently. Anytime I had money, power, status, or perceived intelligence, whoever I was talking to would practically bow and blow me, just to have association with me. What all of this stuff taught me is that basically winning in life is the scene from The Wolf of Wall Street where Leonardo DiCaprio is zoinked off of Quaaludes and he's getting out of his Ferrari. He's stupid rich, does what he wants, and lied, manipulated, and deceived all the way to the top. Pretty much what all your stars and role models do. Every sport, game, job that you've touched, the elites have an edge that you don't. Steroids, cooking the books, and stimulants is just part of their arsenal. I used to hate them, but now I don't. In fact, now I despise the naive who refuse to believe that this is a reality. Hey, ultimately it's your choice. If you can't beat them, join them. Ooh. If you're still watching, I really hope you enjoyed the video. Please remember to leave a like, a comment, and subscribe. It means a lot and it helps the channel so much. I put a lot of effort into these videos and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what topic you want me to cover next.